Mrs. Reed?
Ah, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. It's not proper of me to come here and stir up bad memories, especially after what you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
I never asked for this. They say they saved me, but I'm not sure saved is the right word.
I understand your anger. I wouldn't take too kindly to people making that kind of decision for me, either. But that being said, I, for one, am glad that you're still among us.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book.
And now you want to find out?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court.
Why does a detective need to work?
Oh, he retired soon after the case.
I'm on it.
I don't really have anything against it. I just think it's disgusting. I mean, grafting metal into your...
I, for one, approve of these protests.
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be under Opposine shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware...
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to Lim in you. Very well, Mr. Jensen.
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure. It gets done through your IV needle. You'll be asked to count backwards, and the next thing you know, you'll be opening your eyes and the procedure will be over.
Wow. Will I dream?
Not while you're under, but you might afterward as you wake up.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and...
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
You got anything you want to... Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those art lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? You been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told...
Oh,
it is a very high-profile case.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in the storage locker.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah.
That's all I need for now.
I can never thank you enough for what you did.
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
About getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent. Copyright.
This city is one big gutter and always will be.
You think this is bad? Wait till the UN passes that legislation thing. Detroit is gonna be one giant breadline.
That's what I've been saying. David Seraph ain't saved this city. He split it into the half and half.
Oh, I got the right to get enhanced? No. And even if I did, how the hell am I gonna afford that drug? Neuropathy.
Neuropathy.
Whatever. Gotta pay up the ass for that one.
Access granted.
All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just flown through the roof, thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization, Humanity Trust. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph